Hey guys, some of you asked for a video on what we did today, so I'm going to quickly go over it. I will do 6 problems on the front and I will do 6 problems on the back. You can do the other 3 on your own because you should be successful once you see me do this again. So we did this yesterday. Pythagorean theorem. First of all, we need to draw our arrow across. That identifies the longest side of the triangle. I'm going to draw it here. I'm going to draw it here. I'm going to draw it here, here, here. Okay? The arrow identifies the hypotenuse, which is the longest side of the triangle, which is going to tell you what you need to know. So now I'm going to highlight it. That's my hypotenuse. And I'm going to highlight it on each one. Now I can figure out what I need to do. So, if you have the hypotenuse, you will subtract. If you're looking for the hypotenuse, you add. Just like in our notes. So, we have the hypotenuse. So we need to subtract. We are looking for the hypotenuse, so we need to add. We have it, subtract. We are looking for it, we will add. We have it, we will subtract. And we are looking for it, so we will add. Now we can make our equations. So we are going to take the hypotenuse squared minus 12 squared. In your calculator, you're going to hit 15, your squared button is right here, x squared, plus, I'm sorry, back up, minus 12 squared. And we get 81. And you're not finished because you need to square root that because we only want the side. So you're going to hit second x squared. Now you have the square root symbol and you're going to put in 81 and hit enter. So we know that this missing side is 9. So 9 is your answer after you square root 81. Over here we're going to add. So 2 squared plus 5 squared equals 2 squared plus 5 squared gives us 29. And the square root of 29 equals 5.38. Or you can round up to 5.4. Whatever you want to put, doesn't matter. Okay? So now, since I know I'm going to subtract, I'm not going to write this out anymore. Because I already know what to do. So I'm going to take 9 squared minus 6 squared. I'm going to get 45. Second square root, 45. My answer is 6.7. For the next one, I'm going to add. So I have 14 squared plus 3 squared. Enter 205 second square root 205, enter. I have 14.3. I'm going to subtract this one. I have 10 squared minus 8 squared, enter. I have 36. Second square root 36, and we already knew that was 6. The last one on this side, I'm going to add. I have 13 squared plus 17 squared, enter. Second square root 458, and I'm going to get 21.4. On the back, I'm going to do the same thing. I know this right angle on this right triangle identifies what I'm looking for, the hypotenuse. So I'm going to draw my arrow and point it directly across. So I know exactly what I need to highlight. I am going to highlight the hypotenuse of each triangle because that's telling me what I'm looking for. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to see if I need to add or subtract. So I'm looking for the hypotenuse, so I will add. I have the hypotenuse, so I will subtract. I have it here. That's a 1. I kind of drew over it, so I'm going to subtract. And I have it here. I'm going to subtract. I have it here. Subtract. And I have it here. A lot of subtract. So, with the calculator, since I'm adding, I'm going to put 5.5 squared plus 4.6 squared. Hit enter, and that's going to give me 5141. Second square root 51.41 gives me 7.17. So I'm going to pick K, 7.2. And this is number 1. So down here for the riddle, if you see the number 1, you're going to put a K. Let's do number 2. I'm going to subtract. So I have 14.7 squared minus 6.2 squared. Enter. That gives me 177.65. And the square root of 177.65 is 13.32. So we know number 2 is A. So for number 2, I'm going to put A. Number 3, we have, remember that's 14.9. We have 14.9 squared. And we're going to subtract minus 7.6 squared. Enter. And I have 164.25. So second square root, 164.25. And I know this is 12.8. There we go. So I know 3 is 0. So I think this ought to do it for you guys. I'll do one more. We're going to subtract. So we have 9.7 squared minus 5.7 squared. Enter square root 61.6. And we know it's 7.8. So we know 4 is B. And that's it. That should do it. That should help you along on today's assignment. Remember, Online math class is every day at 8:40. That'll do it, guys. Thank you for watching.